What's up, you guys? We're about to do Blacktide Den on hard mode. I am running a spirit spammer as usual. Sasuke and Jed are on Searing Flames. Raza has an Earth Protection. Vec has a little bit of healing. Norgu is Ineptitude. Master Whispers is Blood is Power. And I brought along Talcora just because you need it for this mission. So I brought my Pew Pew Ray and some Mesmer skills. So that should be cool. Yeah, so let's get this mission started. When I was recording this video just about like 10 minutes ago or whatever, I really realized like how much I love the Nightfall missions. The Nightfall missions are they're really cool. Like you can tell that, you know, factions and prophecies, they were really just starting to figure out like the model, the kind of just like the game engine, you know what I mean? It was kind of like skeletal a little bit, less so with factions, but definitely with prophecies. And by Nightfall, you can tell that they really like the game designers really understood like what their engine was capable of. And so you see that like this level design is really gorgeous, and the way that the mission is laid out, it's very simple, straightforward. They don't make you carry any bundles. There's a part up here where you put on like a little disguise and it changes like all your character animations to like a dervish, which is really nice. I mean it's just a nice touch, you know. Anyways, so yeah, it actually seems like Talcora does a lot of damage with her skills and protection. I mean a little bit of like what's the word, like support, you know, with her signet of clumsiness and hex and whatever removal and condition removal and that hex, what's that hex called? Oh, whatever. Her hexes reduce like the damage that you're taking like melee. So I think I might keep Talcora, you know, for future missions. I previously ran like Gwen with stolen speed, but I don't think that's really necessary. You know, that doesn't do very much damage, and ultimately, it comes down to DPS. Because if you kill the enemies faster, then you don't even need, you know, as much support. You know, because the enemies aren't going to get the chance to do as much damage. So I think I'm gonna keep Talcora for a mission or two and really just see like how she runs with like this team. Because like let's be honest, these elementalists are pretty squishy. I'm gonna need like some support. You know, never hurts. Yeah, sweet. So this mission is a maze. If you don't know like where you're going, good thing that you're following this guy. But that doesn't really like show you where the ring call monitors are. I think that's how you say it. Like these little monk guys, you know, there's 5 of them like scattered throughout the marsh, and that's how you get the bonus. So what I do normally is I've downloaded and ran this mod called in-game mission maps, which puts the dotted line on the map that I'm following. It's really sweet. If you look in the top right hand corner, you can see I'm following this line. It's a little bit like tragic in the sense that it really kind of like sterilizes missions a little bit, if that makes sense. You know, it kind of takes like the adventure a little bit out of it, you know, because you're just like following like train tracks. But you know, when you're recording a mission, you know, for speed, I think it's better that I'm using it for these videos. You know, if I was just like roaming, you know, nobody wants to see that. Maybe you do. I mean, I don't know. You're watching this video, so obviously you're interested in seeing Guild Wars. Anyways, yeah, so this is a pretty straightforward mission. This is my favorite kind of mission, where you're just like kind of running forwards and just killing the enemies, and the bonus isn't like a bitch, you know. Sometimes like there's bonuses where you have to, I don't know, like Eternal Grove or Guyala Hatchery, where you have to protect those bitches or whatever. Pardon my language. those are frustrating, those kind of missions. So it's really nice to have a mission where you're just running in a straight line. Sweet. Yeah, so Talcor, she really adds, I think, to this group. I only added her because uh, the mission requires her, but I really like the way that the Ray of Judgment looks. It kind of adds this like a like this like huge ass laser beam just descending from the heavens, just smiting, you know. Sick. And it also, you know, a good thing about Ray of Judgment is that it synergizes beautifully, absolutely beautifully with Searing Flames, because Searing Flames, if you don't like know the mechanic, you cast it once and it lights all the enemies on fire, and then if you if you cast it on an enemy that's already on fire, it will do damage to them, fire damage. So Ray of Judgment lights enemies on fire, so you jump straight to the damage. You don't need to you don't need that the primer, you know. Oh, this part's really cool. I love the Stampede, and there's just tons of them. So cool. Yeah, my team has so much AoE damage with Ineptitude and Searing Flames and Ray of Judgment, you know, that it's not even a problem, you know. It's I love that. I love it when like I can like test a group to see like how resilient, or like how you know, like what are like the extremes, you know, that we could take this group to. That's always really fun for me. You know, this group doesn't have the most protection, you know, it really doesn't. So this is a squishy team. There's no getting around it. It's built for speed, you know, running these missions, because these enemies are not particularly dangerous, and these mobs are, for the most part, not too big. So I don't need a particularly defensive team. But in some actual hard mode areas, this team would not fly. You know, if I tried to take this team through Urgaz, it might not work as well. But I really like testing like the extremes of the engine, you know, and like how many enemies could this team theoretically, you know, handle at once. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just I'm just starting this the second little route, you know. Look at the mission map, you can see the little yellow dotted line. There's 2 wrinkle monitors like hiding up in this top corner of the map, so I'm just like running to grab those guys. God, this level design, like, even though it's kind of bleak or kind of drab, you know, the colors aren't too vibrant. I really like kind of like the vibes, you know. It's a very like definitive image that they're portraying, and it just goes to show you can really see them stepping up like the engine, you know, or like the graphical like capabilities, you know, because it's still the same engine that they're running in Nightfall, but they're mastering it, like the game designers. So I really appreciate that. It's actually been a long time since I've done any Nightfall content, because I've been doing these like Protector and Guardian titles, you know, for the missions in Factions and Prophecies. I just haven't been in Nightfall in Ilona at all, you know. So it's really cool to jump, you know, because Nightfall is the newest of the 3 main campaigns. It's really cool to jump in and see where they took it. Sweet. Yeah, so I'm actually like a little bit nervous right now, because I have a lab. You know, I'm in college. I have a lab in like 10 minutes. But I think I have enough time to finish this video and quickly run over. Sweet. So oh, look at that laser beam. Yeah, so this mission is a little bit straightforward, a little bit, I don't want to say boring, because like I said, this is my favorite kind of mission, where you're just running along a path and just killing whatever comes your way. It's kind of like one of those like rail shooters, like what's it called? Like have you guys ever been to like an arcade and played like a House of the Dead or like Time Crisis? Like those classic like shooters. I feel like you're just on this like little train track. Um, and definitely those the dotted line, like the in-game mission map mod, doesn't help. Speaking of this interface that I'm running, it's actually an interface of my own creation. If you've watched any of my other videos, you've probably heard this spiel like at least 10 times, but I created a mod just like a week or two ago. I think it's like pretty much done. I'll put a download link in the description if you want to try it out. It's very minimal. I got rid of almost all the gradients and extra borders in the interface, in the Guild Wars interface, to make it super like minimalist. Because while the original vanilla Guild Wars interface is not ugly, they did a pretty good job with the with it. You know, it looks good, but I've been playing with it for so many years. You know, I'm ready to like jump into the actual game. You know, I don't think in any game you want like a heavy interface, so I just lightened it up. I got rid of all the gradients, all of the extra borders like around the compass, especially. So yeah, so check it out. It uses text mod, so it'll just modify textures. It's not a hack. You're actually allowed to do that under like the rules, what's it called? It doesn't like violate Guild Wars like policy or whatever, so it's safe. It doesn't modify anything in the game, just a few textures. Yeah, sweet. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do like an independent video for that mod, just to show like what I changed and stuff. Just like a little like advertisement, I guess, for the mod. I haven't put it on Guild Wiki yet. I don't know if I will. You know, I feel like nobody even goes there anymore. Maybe I will. Oh shit. Yeah, those enemies back there just spawn randomly. Yeah, we'll see what I do with the mod. You know, it's not quite done. There's a few buttons, like the hero command buttons. They're not quite done. And of course, I bet there's like some like D-pass textures, like menu items that like are so conditional that I would never find them unless I played the game. So I'm just like doing play testing right now, I guess. Yeah, so we're almost done with this mission. This fine lady up here, she's about to get curb stomped. Oh my gosh, she doesn't stand a chance. So just wait for her to turn red. Wait for her to aggro, and then that'll be it. Pretty easy mission. It's not a hard mission. I could see somebody having trouble with that like scale stampede earlier. But otherwise, not a particularly like exhilarating endeavor. Sweet. Alright, so I'm gonna run to class. I'll see you later, guys.